So we're going to just look at presenting the data in some very basic ways. There's probably easier ways to do it than I'm doing. I'm just going for kind of what just about works for me. So if we highlight all of the data like this, okay, copy it, then insert. So we're going to go with just a basic bar chart to start with, so columns, so just the first one is fine. And there we go, we've got all our data there, so we can move it over. Okay, if we want to change, if we realize any of this was wrong, we want to change it. So that 100 we want to make 120, we could change it, and you can see here it's just changed for us. Okay, but we want to keep it at 100. Okay, so we can see here we've got our little legend which tells us all the years. Need to make sure that it's got your title and your axes have got your labels. So if we go into layout, so we go with chart title, so it automatically comes up with none. Overlay title, so we could just go with something like this, copy and paste this over, make sure that it's obvious what your chart is about. Okay, so that's fine. Now we want to look at putting the axis titles in. So we've got our horizontal axis, so we've got that below, so that could be perhaps book types. And then we look at our vertical axis, so we can put it various different ways. So let's just put it horizontally, it's easier to read. And then we've got amount of books sold, so it's obvious that they're just amounts of books, they're not in the thousands or hundreds or anything like that, they're just actual books sold, so we can see how these all compare to each other. So another type of graph that we might want to do, so we can delete that one, is we might want to look at how the trends have changed over the years. So if we look at this one and then copy again and insert, so if we look at a line graph, okay, so pop it over here so we can look at it. If we look at it here, it doesn't really tell us what we want to know. We want to see how each one, if they've all gone up, gone down, etc. So if we look at this switch row column, okay, so that's going to help us there. Okay, so if we look at this here, if we format the axis, it's a little bit easier if we put everything on the tick marks. Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier to read, so we can see 2013, that was the amount there, 2012 here. Okay, so we can see all of them, how the trends have gone. Okay, so same thing again, you make sure you add in your chart title and your axis titles. Okay, your legends in there ready for you. Okay, so that's one that shows how they've changed over time. Let's get rid of that one. And the last one we want to look at is the pie charts to show the proportion of them all. So if we just copy, so we want to have a pie chart for each year. So we want to copy 2012, so insert pie chart. Okay, so that's going to give us the amount of data for each one. You've got your different designs for your pie charts. Okay, so this one will automatically put your percentages in for you. You need to elaborate in your title, which is fine. If it does put the percentages in, remember you still need to work them out if you're doing it for an assignment, so don't just take that as an easy way out. So we also want to look at, so if we control alt this one and this one, and then we copy it again, and then insert pie chart. Oh, that one hasn't worked. Okay, so there's 2012, 2013. So if we just come out of those, if we just make sure they're not still shining, Control Alt, and there we go, and then we copy it, insert pie chart, and there we go. So we've make it the same as all the rest. Yeah, we put them on a separate page, print them out, so you can compare all the different ones. Let's say romance has been 11%, so it's more than in the other ones, and you can write whatever you need to do about that.